am Ursula R. Flinsbaum, and we are visiting the Excel Fitness Center this morning. I am here to introduce to you Chris Bacchius. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Ursula.
Thank you for having us here this morning. I surely do appreciate it. Audience, this is Chris Bacchius. Chris, tell the audience a little bit about yourself, please.
So, once again, my name's Chris Bacchius. I have a master's in sports science and rehabilitation. I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist. I'm a nutrition coach. I have numerous other certifications. Originally, I moved to Quincy 2.5 years ago. I'm originally from St. Louis. Haven't been moving to Quincy sort of started when my wife wanted to be closer to her family. So a couple years ago, she moved up here, and I sort of followed suit 3 months after. So lucky enough to find a very good position to where I was able to sort of start Excel from the ground up. There was a small little plan, festering sort of say, but we're able to sort of start from the ground up here at this location.
Well, thank you. What do you and your staff do here?
So we train anyone really. I mean, we have youth classes with that training. We train kids from ages 8 to 12. We train middle school athletes. We train high school athletes. We train college athletes. Some, I guess you can say, we have a couple professional athletes under our belt now as well. And then we train general population. Our goal as a whole here is Excel to make our clients healthier, move better, feel better, and be able to have them reach their goals in whatever they feel like they're able to do or want to do. And I think so far we've done a pretty good job.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you did. Yes. How did you choose this field?
So, when I was doing an undergraduate, I was sort of majoring in pre-occupational therapy. Sort of tried to graduate early from college, sort of because my wife was a year older than me. So the goal was to go to OT school a year early. That didn't sort of work out as well. So I ended up going to Logan University to get my master's and sort of fell in love with some of the fitness aspect of it, and to be able to work with people day in and day out and sort of help them be able to reach physical goals, mental goals, things of that nature, not just say from a physical therapy standpoint, occupational therapy standpoint, but just more from that health and wellness as well. And really, goal is to initially just help athletes, try and start with them, but it's sort of tapered off all sort of directions, and I really sort of fall in love with being able to help anyone and everyone with whatever they sort of want to do.
That's great. I've met many students, and they feel they want to get into healthcare.
Yeah.
Their only option that they see is CNA, LPN, RN. Would this also fit into healthcare for them?
The way I believe, yeah, the way that sort of that insurance is sort of going through, because we partner with a physical therapy department as well. So to an extent, as a nursing type degree, no, but say, a subset of physical therapy or occupational therapy to a small extent, but personal trainers, strength and conditioning coaches have just as much ability to help someone get out of pain, get stronger. We have a certain scope of practice that we have to follow, but like I said, I think this would be a good sublet for someone who's not wanting to go to years and years of school for, say, physical therapy, and just sort of have the ability to make a little extra money, as say if you were going to physical therapy school, to get a personal training certification or a CSCS is always a good idea to an extent. But for the most part, I think we do a pretty good job with getting people stronger and keeping them healthy. It's just the fact that it's just a little bit branched off, say. That makes sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
How much education did you need?
So for the certification I had, the Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist through the NSCA, you are required to have a 4-year degree from a university or college in the exercise science field or anything related. So exercise science, kinesiology, biology, any of those fields. For, say, personal trainers, if you just want to be a certified personal trainer, it's a 4-year high school education or a diploma high school education. You take a test and sort of pay money. So there is a little bit of tiering to the certification I have over some of the other ones.
Cost is an issue.
Absolutely.
Do you take or can you use Medicare, Medicaid, or an individual health plan?
So we do all cash services here. There is programs called Silver Sneakers for people with Medicare where their insurance will reimburse them for that. We look at it as the upfront cost will outweigh the long end of the deal as well. So say for a general population, if we can make them stronger, healthier, having more fulfilling lives, then they may not get as sick or hurt and have to pay more out-of-pocket deductibles. So the upfront cost of it sort of pays itself in the long run. For our athletes, it's a cash service as well, but around the area we're as competitive just as anyone else is, with in mind having great services and great coaches here on staff. So
Nice, nice. How do you design a program?
ooh.
Quick,
Yes.
as briefly.
So we start off with a movement evaluation. We do stuff that just about anyone around here doesn't do. We start off with an FMS. We're able to find a person's weaknesses, strengths, and we approach designing that program with that in mind. We're able to tell how well or how poor you move. We're not going to just sort of jump in and start something right away. We have to have something that's sort of backed by science, and that's how we sort of started things here from the ground up. Like I said, we do stuff here that not a lot of other individuals in the training field do, but that's what makes us different, and that's what keeps our clients healthy, prevent injuries. We don't have a lot of athletes that get injured. We don't have a lot of older adults that even get injured just because of the fact that we're designing programs that are specific and tailored to them. So everything is all individualized. Everything's custom here. There isn't a one-size-fits-all program, just like there isn't a one-size-fits-all person. So we do it all individually. It takes a little bit more time, but the results we see are great, and I think the clients that we have really enjoy that aspect of it too.
Chris Bacchius, I want to thank you for having us here today.
Thank you.
If anybody's interested, how can they reach you?
All right, so our number here at the office is 217-224-1750. That'd be the easiest way. Just give us a call. And it's simple as just asking questions about what we do, how we do things. I think people are hesitant to start somewhere. They just don't know where to start. And that's what sort of differentiates us from other places. You know, we'll sit down, we'll talk, we'll discuss your goals, and we'll take it and treat it just like it's any other plan, but it's going to be custom and individualized. So, yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I hope the viewer has enjoyed this visit with Chris Bacchius at Excel Fitness. Students interested in healthcare, you might want to consider fitness, nutrition, as opposed to the CNA, LPN, RN traditional route. Student athletes, you might want to consider coming down, preparing yourself better for your individual sport, and for mature audiences, for the mature adults like me, examine the possibility of a fitness or nutrition program to lessen the agony of aging. This is Ursula Flinspaw. Thank you for viewing.